whatever programs they have, and if they don't have anything and they just insist we take it, we give it to Samaritan's Purse.
Yeah, you're kind of like WTPR. We don't play for money, and if they give us money, we keep it and give it to our kids.
Yeah.
Not to our kids, but I mean the kids from Henry County.
Yeah.
So,
Now you're a singer and a songwriter, and you've written some really nice stuff. We're really proud to have you in our group because it makes us look good. And but this first song that you're going to sing for us, it's called "The One Who Set Me Free." When did you write that?
Started on it about 2 years ago, I guess 3, something like that. And I worked on it, finally finished it. Wasn't satisfied with it, so I woke up one morning about 4 o'clock in the morning and went in and wrote a whole different version of it in just a few minutes.
Wow. That happens to a lot of us. And wake up out of a dead sleep and write it down, and then get up the next morning. I can't read anything I wrote.
how about we get him to sing one for us?
Why don't you sing that song
Yeah,
for
why
us,
don't you
Chris?
sing that?
Okay.
For
How about
us,
it?
Chris?
Though chains couldn't hold me, I was bound from within by demons that lived inside of me. They took control of my very soul till I met a man from Galilee. The day that he arrived, I heard the demons cry, "Oh Lord, how can They knew he was the one, God's only son, and he is the one who set me free." They asked him to cast them into a herd of swine and not be judged before their time. He granted their request, and the swine met their death as demons drove them into the brine. Folks started to arrive, but couldn't believe their eyes at me sitting there calmly at his feet. They didn't care, he's the one, God's only son, and he is the one who set me free. Yes, he is the one who set me free. I begged to go with him, but he refused. He said, "Go tell everyone I knew that he is the one, God's only son, and he can set you free too." So before I leave this life, I want to have tried to share his love with everyone I meet. Tell him he is the one, God's only son, and he is the one who'll set you free. Yes, he is the one who'll set you free, 'cause he is the one who set me free.
That is a great song. That is a great song. And it's got an even better message. I mean, it
Well,
means something to you, I know.
Well, the reason I wrote that song is I've never heard anyone write a song about that part of the Bible.
Yeah.
So I try to find things in the Bible that nobody, hardly ever mentions, and write songs about them.
Wow.
That's great. That's a great song.
Your voice and instrument blend great. I mean, what kind of instrument you got there? Is that a Taylor?
This is a Signature Series Taylor. It's they pick out a different artist that uses their guitars, and they allow them to give their input on what they want on the guitar and things, and they build them. And this one here is a Stephen Curtis Chapman series. It's on the 714 style guitar, and these markings here were drawn. They look like they're drawn. You said a while ago they look like they're drawn by a kid. One of his adopted daughters was killed, and this is what they found. On her, she was little, and they found this on the drawing table, and they were trying to find some kind of closure, and this word "see" was on the back side of it, and he said he felt like it was God telling him, "See, I got her. She's okay." And I like a Taylor guitar, and I just thought it would make a good witness, testimony thing.
Oh, it sounds great, and that is
That
an
is a great
awesome
sounding guitar.
tribute.
Yeah.
An awesome tribute.
Yeah.
Some of the other stuff you've written, have you copyrighted everything? That's good. You got several of them.
Got about 40 something, 43 I think it is. Last time I counted.
43. Can I buy one?
You can have one.
They are great. Hey, this next song, we were talking about this a while ago. It's called The Next Step I Take. That has another good story to it. We're talking tunes and tales, so we really want to hear the tale of that.
Well, there's a show on TV on RFD channel that comes out of Nashville. Larry Black produces it. It's called Larry's Country Diner.
Yeah.
So here back about 4 years ago, he had an ATV accident and almost died, and had to go through a long rehab and everything. So they were sitting there talking about it one night after he come back to the show, and he said the thing that he realized was from that, he said, you never know that from 1 minute you're sitting here and the next minute you may be stepping into heaven. And I thought, well, that's a good hook right there. So that's why I wrote the song.
Right. That's amazing. Now, you said Larry's Country Diner. It's on the RFD channel.
Uh-huh.
Who's the main star of that?
Well, he has just different ones come on. Jimmy Fortune, Dale and Vincent, a lot of the older country stars frequent it. And then they have another show that they do. It's called Country Family Reunion.
Yeah.
And they do the gospel segments, and then they do some on the older artists and some on the newer and stuff. And
Chris, how did you convert from rock and roll country back when to gospel music? I mean, was it when you got saved? Did you just start playing gospel music or writing gospel music?
Well, what happened was I used to do demo work in Nashville and for different songwriters, and I was trying to pursue a record contract back, because this is back when I was in my 30s.
Right.
And one of Loretta Lynn's twin daughters, Patsy, she was trying to help me, and I got saved long about that time. And so she told me, she said, well, now if you start, because some of the songs, I wouldn't do some songs. And she said, now that's going to hurt you. I said, well, I can't help it. So I just did my own thing from then on.
Yeah.
And back about 11 years ago, my wife walked in one day. She said, hey, there's a songwriting contest on on the gospel station, and why don't you write a song, send it in? So I thought, well, I'd give it a shot.
Yeah.
And so I did that, and then I realized that all the country music, all the rock and roll and all that stuff I did really wasn't doing, because people used to, compliment me and things. And I realized that God gave it to me for a reason, and it wasn't to get out and honky tonks and all this stuff. So I started writing for him, and I'm kind of like, I don't know if you know Rory Feek. It's Joey and Rory.
Yeah, I do. I don't know him personally, but
well, you know what I'm talking about though.
Yeah.
He wrote a song, and they sing it. It's called he writes the song, I hold the pen.
Yeah.
And that's basically what I do. I pray about something that I want to talk about, and I wake up some night and go in there and write it down, and he gives it to me.
Yeah, you were talking about Loretta Lynn's daughter or something,
Yeah, her is one of her daughters.
Yeah, do you know Loretta at all?
I don't. I met her when I was little one
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
but I know her.
Because I know you live pretty close.
About
to
8 miles from her place.
about
Yeah,
8 miles.
yeah. I know all her kids and everything, and
Yeah.
I used to do a lot of shows out there and things out there.
Great, awesome.
Were you in a rock band when you were in high school? Or?
I was in a rock band when I was in junior high school. We used to do
garage
all.
band or something like that.
Well, we were. They had a place there at the AMVETS, not AMVETS. I'm sorry, it's the American Legion. There in Waverly, they used to have a thing sort of like the Grand Ole Opry on Saturday nights, and everybody would come play and everything. We used to play there, and it was weird that they did bluegrass and Hank Williams, and we were doing Creedence Clearwater, you know, and things like that. But they were real kind to us and real neighborly, and but that's what we used to do there. And then later on in the '90s, I was in a Christian rock band for a while.
I'm trying to picture you in a David Lee Roth hairdo.
No, I've had well, back when I was with back when I was doing Out the Dude Ranch and everything, Patsy, she told me, she said, you're gonna have to change your look and everything. And so I had a ponytail, I had a beard, cowboy hat, the whole 9 yards. But everywhere I'd go, everybody would say, you look like Walker. And there's a little boy said that one night, and my wife was sitting there, and she said, he don't look like Clay Walker. He said, no, Walker, Texas Ranger. and really, I mean, with my beard and my hat and everything, I have to. Yeah. He ain't nothing pretty to look at like I am. I mean, I ain't nothing pretty. But boy, we look just like.
You didn't Judy chop him, did you?
No, I wish I could do that. I had never. I can't do that part.
Oh man, and it's really been great to have you here. You're in the WTPR group with us. Mm-hmm. What do you think about the guys that's over here in the WTPR group?
Well,
and be gentle.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I think WTPR is a great organization. When I first heard about it, I think you guys had your first meeting. Mm-hmm. And I came over, and you guys treated me like I was something special. I mean, just open arms, very, very...
Well, that's because we heard you sing the first
Well, I mean, there's some great talent in the organization. And it was just, you guys really treated me like I was one of you, Yeah. And so it was just, and there's so many opportunities with the songwriter nights we have, and we go all over the place doing it, and it's doesn't matter if it's somebody calls and wants a restaurant wants somebody to come down and play for some kind of event, or if there's a church calls, we got somebody in WTPR that can fill the bill.
Yep, that's right. We treat everybody the same.
Yeah. Well, if you're bad or good, they still get to play. We don't let anybody. We don't push anybody out the door. Yeah.
By the way, you don't get to play no more.
I know. Yeah, I was just going to tell you the same thing. You and I are setting out tomorrow night.
When we first started, of course, there was only about 11 or 12 of us around a round table talking about this, and it was it just sprang forth, and people were coming out of the woodwork. And how many members we got now?
Well, I checked yesterday, and I believe we have about 1,200 members.
All over the world.
We're everywhere. We are in Canada, New Zealand, Australia, Japan. We have got members almost in all kinds of countries, and we're in every state of the union.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of people in this area.
It's really cool. It's grown exponentially, just more than I could ever imagine.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Me too. We actually, matter of fact, I posted that today. We had 29 people join last week alone. Wow. So that's quite a few people. Yeah. So you think we should get him to do this other song? Because I really like this song.
Well, I think we're running out of time. I think we got to move along. Chris, I really am proud to have you over here as our first inaugural guest, and
I appreciate you having me.
We'll probably get you on next week too. No, we'll wait a while. We'll get you back on for that. We really enjoyed it. Perfect song.
Don't stop listening to me.
Yeah, don't only listen to half of what I say. So.
This is a great song.
There's no promise of tomorrow. This moment could be my last stand. Soon I could see the glory of Jesus in that heavenly land. So the next step I take could be my first step in heaven, 'cause Jesus has provided the way. So the next step I take could be my first step in heaven. I'll find out the next step I take. The plans can always be broken. The future holds but one guarantee. answer for our every deed. So the next step I take could be my first step in heaven, 'cause Jesus has provided the way. The next step I take could be my first step in heaven. I'll find out the next step I take. Yeah, I'll find out the next step I take.
Excellent song. Excellent song.
Very good. Very good. Chris, thanks a lot for
Yeah,
coming
we
in.
appreciate you coming in,
We really
Chris.
do.
And as a matter of fact, we appreciate everything you've done there, actually, for getting this started in the whole 9 yards. I guess our next step is going to be, we got to do a couple of commercials here. One thing I want to talk about is Backwoods Grilling Sauce. This stuff, you'll lick your hair off your face if you get it on your face. I can guarantee you, it's the best thing you can ever put on ribs and steaks. And I don't really like it that much on chicken, but I have a brother that'll eat it on green beans. So I figure if it's good on green beans, that's some good stuff.
Got a dancing pig on there too.
That's it. Yeah, that dancing pig. I love it. See, I'd love that bottle. That's what excited me about that whole thing. And then I stuck my finger in there, and I really got excited.
Yeah, I saw that one on the shelf.
Yeah. Anyway, another thing. One of our other sponsors is Kenny's Meat Market out here on Highway 79 South. And I'm telling you, if you want a good steak, brother, that's a place to go get a good steak. They have all prime meats. They carry all prime meats. And you can get a burger out there that's charbroiled. And I'm telling you that thing. Matter of fact, I had one before I came. And I'm telling you, that is some good stuff. So,
The Philly steak.
yeah.
Philly cheesesteak.
They got,
Oh,
man, they got all
good.
kinds of good stuff out there. I'm telling
really
you. So if you're looking for a good piece of meat, or you're looking for a good burger, or you're looking for Alan will even throw a steak on for you.
He would.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
You know what, we gotta
Hey, we're back.
Thank you.
We're back.
Yeah, thanks
We're back.
for
We
hanging
got-
with us.
Yeah, we got some new guests on. Candace and Jordan.
We gotta do something with this.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We got a thing that we got to do this.
Yeah,
We got to figure out. We got the chief meteorologist
Yeah,
of Henry
he's-
County here,
Oh yeah,
and
he's awesome, and
he is, and
he
he
knows
is
more about the weather than most people even thought about.
more than my grandpa,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
never met him.
Yeah, he's
Anyway, his name is Levi, and he's Levi the weather guy, and we're gonna get him on here, and he's gonna give us the weather report. Okay.
Where is Levi? Did he go outside? He's probably out there checking the weather. I think
Well, he
that's
may
probably
be.
what he's doing. Oh, here it comes.
Wait a
Here
minute.
it comes.
Let me call him.
Levi, the weather guy. Levi, what is the weather for today? And what's the weather forecast? Period.
Today's weather forecast is cloudy.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the chief meteorologist, Henry County. Thank you, Levi, the weather guy. All right. Now we've got two new guests,
Yeah.
and they're itching and ready to play. And Tom, take it away.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Candace, I've been waiting for you. I've been waiting to hear you for a long time. We met. Well, the three of us met at the just shy of Nashville Songwriters Retreat last year.
That's right.
And that's Jordan, right?
Yeah,
That's Jordan.
Yeah, and I heard her sing, and Jordan was playing, and I heard her sing, and I thought, man, did that girl sing? Made me crazy. I couldn't believe it. And then Jordan actually played. I was singing, and you were playing behind me. You and Taylor Nada, and I'm telling you, it just blew me away because you were hitting lick for lick what he was doing, and I was like, wow, this is crazy. So, and one thing I do need, I need you to pronounce your last name because I don't know how to do that.
As far as we know, it's Neuenschwander. You'd have to ask a German person for the right pronunciation.
We got a German person in the other room.
I'm German.
All right.
Yeah.
It's Neuenschwander.
Neuenschwander.
Yes.
Okay. So it's Candace and Jordan.
Yes, sir.
These guys are absolutely great.
Where y'all from?
Now we're from Yuma, Tennessee. I'm originally from Yuma and had moved off and moved back. And Jordan,
I was born and raised in Georgia.
he's a Georgia boy. Georgia
Where,
Peach.
where's Yuma? Is that close to Buena Vista?
It's pretty close to. It's
Yeah.
in between Lexington and Huntington.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, because I'm lost now. I had no idea. I thought you was in Arizona.
There is a Yuma, Arizona.
I know there is. I know.
I think
So-
I wrecked a Pepsi truck down there one time. I did.
Probably did.
So you started out real young singing, right, with your dad?
I did.
Yeah, your dad. I seen some videos of you and your dad, and I was really impressed. That was
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, it's cool because my dad and my uncle Sammy Butler, they played in a band my whole life. It was called the Roans Creek Band, and they did a lot of Southern rock and touched on some classic country music. But I was always that little kid on a pallet, well, on a blanket. I say pallet on a blanket next to the stage, and I would watch and listen to them. And then when I was 7, my daddy got me on stage and I sang the Arkansas Twist with him.
Yeah,
Hooked from then on.
that usually does it.
So
Yeah.
you grew up around it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you happen to start writing? Because you've written a lot of songs.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
From a young age, I like to tell stories, and I started writing, started out just writing stories as a little girl, and then when I figured out I wanted to be a singer and an artist, I started writing songs, and I'd leave them over at my daddy's house. And
Yeah.
so when I'd come back for the summer, he'd have my notebook, and he's like, "Did you write all this?" And I said, "Yeah." And he was like, "These are good." So then we started writing music together.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Wow, Jordan, you sing. I've heard you sing harmony with her, right?
Yeah. We're both songwriters,
Yeah.
and all
Yeah.
the songs we got together, we both
Yeah.
wrote them together. So
Yeah. I've seen a lot of videos you guys have put on
Yeah.
WTPR, and it's really some good stuff. Very good stuff.
thank you.
Thank you.
And that one song that you played at the Songwriters Retreat, that just blew me away. I don't even know what the song is, but I think you're going to do it tonight, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you guys go ahead and tear that up?
Okay.
I'm really into this.
All right. Well, this song's called "Harder Yet."
No, we're going to do Still Got It first.
Okay. We'll do that.
Plot twist. Da 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 da. Yeah, yeah. I've had lovers in my past, but they never seem to last. Harm brings from all the lies, same excuses and alibis. Where did it go wrong? Oh, it's always the same old song. Yeah, I guess that I'll keep moving on. 'Cause I still got my groove and I got my blues. Yeah, I got my blues. Listen up. Tall, dark, and handsome, they always leave me lonely, craving like a famine. It's always baby this and honey that. Yeah, you stick around like an alley cat. Well, guess what, baby? I'm getting my scratch from somewhere else. Where did it go wrong? Oh, it's always the same old song. Yeah, I guess that I'll keep moving on. 'Cause I still got my groove and I got my blues. Yeah, I got my blues. And baby, watch me groove, watch me groove, watch me groove. Baby, hear my blues, hear my blues, hear my blues. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, where did it go wrong? Oh, it's always the same old song. Yeah, I guess that I'll keep moving on. 'Cause I still got my groove and I got my blues. Yeah, I got my blues. Ooh, yeah. Oh, Thank y'all.
How you wrote that?
Yeah, we got
Together, you guys wrote that? Yeah, that's really, yeah, that's cool.
Thank
Yeah. So, Jordan, when did you start learning to play the guitar?
It was right around the age of 14.
Yeah.
I had fooled around with it. Well, I say fooled around. I ran around the house acting like I was rock star and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I'm surprised my dad didn't kill me, but he had a guitar from when he was a kid, and I saw Jimi Hendrix live at Montreux, so first thought in my head was go out under the carport, smash it, and act like Jimi Hendrix. So. But, yeah, we had a little classical guitar kicking around that my cousin somehow, and they live next door, somehow got a hold of. I think there's a band that my uncle was friends with, and I just picked it up and picked out a Nirvana song and kind of took the reins from there. My dad, he plays guitar too, so he showed me some chords, and after that, just kind of learned everything else my own.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of like everybody else. We kind of all learned. We all got our own style because we all learned on our own. So, you know.
Who would you say your main influence on the guitar is?
Nowadays, oddly enough, man, I listen to a lot of, I don't know, everything in between. But as far as the whole songwriting component, man, I think Paul Simon's one of the best songwriters there is out there, and kind of the classic like Jim Croce and people like that, you know.
Yeah.
So that's me.
Yeah. I was a big Jim Croce fan too.
Oh yeah, amazing.
I still play some of his stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Y'all do a lot of Americana type stuff,
man. We
or
do.
do lean more to pop, rock, or
No.
We do a whole. It's mostly based in southern type of music, with that being blues, country, bluegrass, things of that ilk. But I mean, we don't really try and pigeonhole ourselves into anything specifically. It's just
so
Right.
Americana.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Like still got it.
Yeah.
When back before we were married, back before we were dating, we were both kind of in the dating scene, and sometimes you can get kind of hard on luck and feel like you're missing something, and then sometimes you're like, you know what, I still got it. I'm still me, and that's kind of where that whole idea came to him.
How did you guys get together? Was it through music?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Yep.
So he was playing somewhere, you were playing?
Opposite.
Opposite, yeah.
Oh,
She was
opposite.
out singing somewhere, and I just went out for a beer one night at
Yeah.
a place called Mississippi Ale House. I walked through and was like, "All right, this girl's she's got some talent to her.
Yeah,
Cool."
yeah.
We sat down, talked, and
Yeah.
got together, started playing music.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we were friends, and then we were roommates, and then we started dating, and
then
now we're
we're
married.
married.
Now we're married.
And now we were married. Yeah, well, that's a good deal.
Got some
Yeah,
kids?
that's cool.
Yes,
Yeah.
a boy and a girl.
One a girl. How old are they?
Bailey is 13, and Colt is 11.
Are they playing instruments?
Yeah, they actually. Bailey was in ukulele and choir, and Colt has been tickled to death to start picking up the guitar, and he's trying to mimic
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot
no
of what
doubt,
Jordan
yeah.
does,
Oh, yeah.
and it's cool.
Yeah,
It's
that's
cool to see
good.
them.
Yeah, that's where that comes from. Yeah, a lot of that. Well, that's where you guys started.
Right, exactly.
parents.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't come from that from my parents because neither one of them could play. But they couldn't play anything except the radio.
Yeah.
And none of my brothers or sisters either. They just, I just started playing on my own, because I liked girls, and I knew that girls and guitars kind of went together.
Smart man.
Yeah.
Smart man.
Now, that first song was blues based.
Yeah.
Yes.
What was the name of that? Something blues?
Still got it.
Still got it.
Yes, sir.
Still got it. Yeah, that was an awesome song.
Yeah, that
it,
is.
it was all I could do to keep from picking up my harmonica and jamming with it.
Hey, we wouldn't have mind.
No, but I would have.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. What's weird is I grabbed an E harp. That's the only one I brought in. So
Yeah.
that's
Oh.
weird.
Yeah.
It was meant to be.
Anyway, what else you got? You
Well,
got another song?
yeah.
No,
the next song is actually the first song we ever wrote together. And, I'd mentioned that we were friends and we were going through hard times and stuff. And I was going through a divorce and he was going through a divorce. And so we kind of just wanted to write on what we were both feeling at the time. And that's where this song evolved. And so it's called Harder Yet.
Okay, cool.
I've been towing this line for a long time, trying to find a rhyme or reason to. But every time I talk, I get shut down. Yeah, I'm the fool. I try to make it right. I try, but what's the use? I never ever could get through to you. Does it get easier? Does it get harder? Yeah. Throw another whiskey down and you smoke another cigarette. I'm just trying to ease the pain. They say that time heals everything. I'm getting really tired of the abuse. It's time I put you in the rear view. The fire has died out and the coals don't smolder now. It's getting cold in the oldest setting in. And as I wander through these whispers of doubt and dissonance, I wonder if there was a little truth. Does it get easier? Does it get harder? Yeah. Throw another whiskey down and smoke another cigarette. I'm just trying to ease the pain. They say that time heals everything. I'm getting really tired of the abuse. It's time I put you in the rear view. Yeah, it's time I put you in the rear view. Oh, 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 mm-hmm.
Who would you say that you kind of lean towards singing wise?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
I don't know. I feel like I kind of just have my own sound. I
think that too. Because from the first time I heard you, you didn't sound like anybody else.
that's what I've been told, and I try to stay clear from trying to mimic somebody when I listen to them, even when I grew up.
Well, yeah, I've heard. I'm hearing Natalie Maines. Mm-hmm. Really? I mean, that you've got the same kind of timbre in your voice, yeah. Wow. And you got the little inflections on the end of words and stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's
That's not a bad thing.
No, that's a
I
compliment.
mean, not unless you're politically minded.
No.
Yeah, we have a little extra time because we're running a little long. Okay. What I'd like to do is I'd like to ask you to do that song. Was something about something at home. You went. I think you and your dad wrote it. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of the name of it. You put a video on Facebook on our Facebook page.
I think I don't know if he knows it. The Home Place in My Heart.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's a great song.
I don't. That was one that me and Daddy wrote, and it kind of just that video is where it stayed, and so since my dad has passed away, I've kind of went back and pulled a lot of the songs that he and I wrote or started on, and I've been getting them back out so I can finish them, and but that's one that.
Yeah, I don't know that.
I hadn't really.
You know what? We're gonna save that one until when you come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we'll have you guys back, and really, I'd really like to hear that.
Yeah.
That's a really
Thank you.
We'll
good song.
definitely
Thank you.
bring it back next time.
Yeah.
For sure.
It'd be a while, maybe like December or something, but we're
Yeah,
definitely gonna have
that'll be
that.
fine.
Okay.
Did music help pull you out of the dark side on that?
Actually, it kind of did opposite, because that was my biggest bond with Daddy was music.
Right.
So it took me some time to want to sing again. Like he would play with our buddy Brian McAdams, and he would call me up on stage, and it just didn't feel right to me, and I don't know. So here lately, I've kind of felt like, almost like a fire inside of me has been lit, and I feel like that's my daddy saying, you better get your
Absolutely.
butt back out there and do what you're born to do. So
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, you guys are really good.
thank you.
Well, if you play with Brian McAdams, I won't hold that against you.
We love Brian.
I do too. I do too. He's like my son
Yeah,
almost.
Brian was around when we first started all this, and he's still around, and we still.
We were in the Chill Willies
we're-
together.
we're all brothers, and
Yep.
yeah. So, let me see what else do we need to cover here.
I want to say one more time. I said it before, but please subscribe to the channel. We're gonna have a lot of. You saw the talent tonight. It's amazing.
Yeah.
We're gonna have talent. That's. It's gonna be like this every week. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and then hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. And follow us on Facebook. Follow WTPR. It's W.T.P.R. On Facebook, and we'd love to have you. And join up with WTPR. We'll love to have you. And that's about all I can say about that. Just come on down.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to go ahead and do those sponsors? Our first segment was brought to you by Kenny's Meat Market and Backwoods Grill and Sauce, my fave.
We'll have to get some of that.
And then we have Foreman's. Yeah, we have Foreman's Sports Bar and Arcade.
Yeah,
As a
Foreman's,
matter
yeah.
of fact, we are going to be at Foreman's tomorrow night, picking up there and getting crazy with them folks. And that's a fun place to play.
Yeah, picking and grinning tomorrow night.
And you can bring your kids there too. You can.
Yes.
Sure can.
There's no smoking there, and they got an arcade. You
Yeah.
just cut your kids loose in the arcade and go out and enjoy yourselves.
Yep. And the food's great.
Yeah, and the
food's really good.
And then we have our other sponsor is Peace of Mind let's see, what is it? Peace of Mind.
Home Health Advocates.
Yeah, Home Health Advocates.
It's,
And that's run by Gary
Boyd, and she's a member.
Yeah, and she's a member of WTBA. Almost everybody around here is a member of WTBA. Yeah. But that's great though, because we have a lot of members. So, but they do a lot. Peace of Mind Healthcare Advocates. They do a lot for people. They they'll even take you to get groceries. If you need to go get groceries, they'll get somebody to drive you to get your groceries.
That's amazing.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, Paul, what else have we got? We're back. We're gonna get Candace and Jordan to sing one more song for us because we're kind of running a little long on time. So we're gonna have them do one more song, and here they are.
All right. Well, I'll be singing this one, so don't run away. But anyways, this is one that helped a boy down in Georgia write, and it's called "Heaven Don't Want Me and the Devil Ain't Done." So this is gonna be more of that rootsy stuff we was talking about. It goes a little something like this. Well, I believe in heaven. I think the good Lord knows. But the red dude with the long tail keeps tugging at my soul. I'll smoke it if you got it. I'll crack an ice cold beer. Well, I'm a sucker for a good time. Guess that's the reason I'm still here. 'Cause I got drinking, smoking, cheating left to do. I've been running around with a bad crowd now. I'm asking where's the news. I'm afraid I'll live forever, 'cause only the good die young. Heaven don't want me and the devil ain't done. Well, I got one foot in a graveyard, one propped up on an old bar stool. I got a pocket full of Benjamins, and I'm looking to act a fool. 'Cause I got drinking, smoking, cheating left to do. I've been running around with a bad crowd now. I'm asking where's the news. I'm afraid I'll live forever. There's only the good die young. Heaven don't want me and the devil ain't done. Well, I went down to the crossroads, looked the devil in the eye. I smashed his guitar, stole his Cadillac, and drove on down the line. 'Cause I got drinking, smoking, cheating left to do. I've been running around with a bad crowd, now I'm asking where's the news. I'm afraid I'll live forever, 'cause only the good die young. Heaven don't want me and the devil ain't done. I said heaven don't want me and the devil ain't done. Heaven don't want me and the devil ain't done.
Oh yeah, I like that one. That's a good one.
That's a great
Okay,
song.
man, it was great having you guys,
It was
Thank
great,
you.
D.
and we are definitely gonna have you back. Okay.
Awesome.
So
Thank
thanks a
y'all
lot
so
for
much.
thanks a lot for coming. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay, folks, I'm gonna just let you know who we're gonna have on next week. We're gonna have Jerry J. Thomas.
Jerry J. Thomas. Yeah.
Jerry J. Thomas, remember Jerry?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a good friend of ours. I'm telling you, he's gonna be on for a whole hour, and boy, you talk about tales. Now Jerry has got some tales to tell.
He's been around everywhere.
He started out way back in the '60s. I'll just give you a little hint. He started out driving bus for the Skinner band.
Leonard Skinner.
Yes, sir. That's
Wow.
where he started.
Wow.
So Jerry's going to be on next week, and it's going to be a good time. I can guarantee you that. So make sure that you don't miss this next show. And I'm glad you got to see these guys play, because they are absolutely wonderful. And Chris Story,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Super.
he's one of the best gospel singers I know. So
Jerry J. Thomas next week. If they subscribe to the channel and
Yeah.
they hit that
You just hit that
notification bell,
button.
it will remind you that
Yeah.
the show is going to come
yeah,
on.
yeah,
So
and
make sure
don't
you do
forget-
that.
Listen, don't forget to go to WTPR, our Facebook page, and join WTPR, and you will know everything that's going on and everything that we're doing at all times, because I post everything on there. Well, not everything, but almost everything.
And you'll see a bunch of songs being played too.
Yeah, yeah. As a matter of fact, you may see these guys, Candace and Jordan, play on there.
Yeah.
And
And some of them will be good songs.
yeah, that's where I see most of their stuff. That's how I know what they do.
Yeah.
So, okay, folks, I guess that's pretty much it for tonight. We'll be back next week at 7 o'clock Eastern. No, Central.
Okay.
7 Central, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Be here.
Yep. Say goodnight, Bigfoot.
Yeah, good night. Big. All right, good night, folks.
Good night,
It
folks.
was wonderful having you. From Tunes and Tales from the Woodshed. Good night.